Good baseball discussion question. I got to ask me who was a better pitcher out of Tom Seaver and Gregg Maddux? Ooh, that was a good one. And when I did the research, once you get to the runs and the stats and everything, it's really close. Now, obviously, Captain Ivor's gonna say Maddox had more wins. He pitched about 2 years more, and he had more innings and everything. But that doesn't always tell the tale how they control the narrative. Now, they each got a plus side. Seaver first early on in his career was striking out a lot about. He was a dominant, more of a dominant pitcher. Maddox played in better situations for teams, so that's where it kind of lies in that postseason is pretty even, and Maddox wasn't distinctive in his postseason per se compared to the regular season. Now, this is pros and cons, and this is nitpicking. Seaver was more of a power pitcher early on. He definitely had a way of commanding the mound and the territorial. Now, Maddox had the kind of pitching speed that he could have been pushing 90 and he could have still at least gotten it over the plate for 50 miles an hour. He just had an uncanny ability because he didn't come across as dominant as he was, and he had an incredible trajectory on finding the strike zone and being effective. But they are fairly close. I mean, when you look at it, like if you're going to take two pitchers, and 300 wins used to be the big to do. If you wanted to be considered an all-time great pitcher, you had to win 300 games, have 3,000 strikeouts. So this is very interesting when I'm looking it up because I was thinking, wow, how close are these guys? And is it really that close? It's really that close. It's not a lot that fundamentally separates them, ironically. You might think that because I got to remember something. Seaver didn't even get to Cincinnati till after the Red Machine had done their damage and done their thing. So he wasn't even part of it. But Seaver was romanticized because he was such a distinctive pitcher that you couldn't help but remember how dominant he was, even though a lot of that was mainly with the Mets when they won. But that carried weight. When people don't understand is that if you had early success in your career, people are blinded by what happens later. Or if you happen to have success at all, and if you win, that kind of eliminates the bad. Because Maddox with the Chicago Cubs was not the same guy he was with Atlanta. It's just two different totalities, and they hit so completely different. Now, a lot of us remember when Seaver went to the Chicago White Sox, and he did win his 300th game, but he suffered a lot because his teams weren't that distinctive. And sometimes, how do you separate a pitcher? How do you come to a conclusion? You catch them at where they were at their best, or how successful they were and what they led. So, how he kept runners and people in position in check paints him pretty well. But it's still fairly close, though. I mean, you couldn't go wrong by saying neither player if you take in consideration. If you're using the cutoff retirement part, what some people do, that's a part requirement they use. It all depends on what your criteria is. But they were clearly two of the greatest pitchers ever, two very distinctive arms and approaches to the game. And it's definitely missed. I think that I see when I look at the White Sox, I'll definitely not the White Sox, but I was looking at the Reds, looking at the Cubs, looking at their experiences, what they did, and when they were, what they were able to do. Because it says a lot too that Maddox had a great system in Atlanta, and I imagine if Tom Seaver had that, how his career would have been. But incredible 300 game winning pitches, Hall of Famers, top tier, and it's a great debate. So you tell me who you take out of Tom Seaver versus Gregg Maddux. Please, please hit the like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. Share the video if you like, and hit that membership because when you do requests like this come true, stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke. I'm out. Peace.